These are the cartoons you'd want to keep clear of your children.
I want to tell you something and you better listen. I don't want the children playing outside anymore.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today, we're counting down our picks for the top 10 worst cartoon TV specials.
Now there's a little plague going around. If you feel an itch in your pocket, scratch it!
For this list, we're counting down animated television specials that were not received well by audiences, and or are just plain bad. To qualify, the show must be entirely a cartoon or animated, so shows like Star Wars The Holiday Special and We Wish You a Turtle Christmas don't count because even though they have animated moments, they are mostly live action.
It's Christmas Eve and all my friends are here. Wrapping up presents, it happens once a year.
Also, we aren't saying that these are the worst cartoon TV specials ever, but we can see why people don't like them.
It's go time.
Number 10. The Night Before Christmas.
So you better watch out, you better not cry. Trade your pouting for some shouting while I testify. See, I'm mighty as a man standing twice my size. When Slim Shorty's in the house, you better recognize.
The first of several Christmas specials on this list, The Night Before Christmas follows Elvin, an elf who works in Santa's workshop that decides he wants to become a rapper.
I'm young and I'm strong. I got flow and I'm dapper. That's why I've decided to become a rapper.
While he learns the pains of the music industry, Santa and his elves catch a cold, which means that Elvin must escape the record label and save Christmas.
I'm the only elf left well enough to make gifts and uphold the tradition of past 25ths. I must travel the road that my forefathers paved. We must postpone the tour. Christmas has to be saved.
Despite how interesting the plot may seem, the delivery falls short. Strange animation, annoying voices, and very little substance are just a few things on the list of problems plaguing this special.
I'm coming as scheduled. There'll be no delay. It's business as usual. All hail Christmas Day!
Number 9. The Christmas Tree.
If you think that you're not going to be punished because you have your mother here, you're going to be mighty disappointed.
In this special, a heartless woman known as Mrs. Mavilda runs an orphanage. Because she keeps all the donation money to herself, the children are always miserable. When Mrs. Mavilda acquires a new assistant named Judy, she, along with Santa, try to finally give the children a very Merry Christmas.
The children had never been so happy. They really developed a special feeling towards Judy.
Let's see if we can check off all the cliches here. Greedy adult and miserable children? Check.
Nothing we could do to stop that mean witch.
So, that's what you think of me.
Someone new comes along and helps the children? Check.
Don't worry, Ray. We're gonna do just fine.
Appearance from Santa Claus? Yep. It's all here, and it's all nothing new.
I hereby proclaim this tree here, I mean Mrs. Hopewell, our official city Christmas tree.
Number 8. Shrek the Halls.
Jingle bell, jingle all the way, donkey.
It seems DreamWorks has a habit of giving their most successful franchises a Christmas special, and Shrek is no exception.
Enough! I don't care about any of this nonsense.
Shrek the Halls is your standard Christmas tale about someone promising his family a great Christmas, but then things go wrong and it ruins the holiday spirit.
Donkey! Will you get it through your thick head? No one here gives a hoot about Christmas.
That is until people find the true meaning of Christmas, and everything is happy again.
It's hard to tell which way is up, or down or out, or through the hay.
It's not a bad story, but with the way the Shrek franchise has clearly retold fairy tales, you think they could have put a new and more entertaining spin on this story in this special.
And I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Smelly Christmas to all, and to all a gross night."
Number 7. SpongeBob's Atlantis SquarePantis.
To blow a bubble that will last all day.
Of all the people to discover the fabled city of Atlantis, when SpongeBob and the gang discover an ancient medallion in this made-for-TV special, they are whisked off to the lost city so they can see the oldest bubble ever blown.
The world's oldest living bubble! Whoa!
Even Plankton tags along so he can steal an Atlantean weapon or two.
These Atlanteans leave a room full of the most advanced weaponry unguarded? No wonder they got lost.
Despite the grand adventure setting, their trip to Atlantis is a bit underwhelming, with forced musical numbers and a silly plot.
Goodbye, Atlantis. But we really have to go back to a little town that is the greatest place I know.
But at least it's more exciting than getting trapped in the Krusty Krab's air ducts and having a flashback episode like the Bikini Bottom residents do in SpongeBob's Truth or Square.
The door!
Oh no! Patrick, stand up! We're locked in! This is gonna spoil the 77th anniversary!
Number 6. Frosty Returns.
This ain't upset, kid. This is panic. I'm too squirts for being history.
The original Frosty the Snowman cartoon was a lighthearted tale about a snowman brought to life by a magical hat.
Happy birthday!
That hat brought Frosty to life.
However, in this not really a sequel, which was produced by a different production company and features different characters and voice actors, things aren't so lighthearted. Frosty Returns sees Frosty team up with 2 kids named Holly and Charles to stop the evil scientist Mr. Twitchell from taking over the town.
I'm about to give this town the greatest gift ever. A winter with no shoveling, no slush, no frostbite, clean streets and dry sidewalks. By this weekend, snow tires will be ancient history.
He tries to accomplish this by inventing an aerosol spray that melts snow and winning over Beansboro with his invention.
What is this stuff?
Well, it's the greatest invention since microwave pancakes. It's called Summer Wheeze.
Remember when Frosty was just about kids having fun in the snow? Apparently the people behind this TV special don't.
One friend is a lot different than no friends. One friend is plenty.
You're right, especially when it's you.
Number 5. Barbie in the Nutcracker.
He's wonderful.
It seems all you need to make a Christmas special are familiar brands and one of the many holiday-inspired stories.
Here, we'll fix this right up.
When Barbie's friend Kelly is having trouble practicing her ballet dance, Barbie tells her the story of the Nutcracker and how a human girl helps a prince reclaim his throne from the Mouse King.
The trees smell like peppermint, and I've never seen a sky so blue.
Soon it'll all be a memory if the Mouse King has his way.
The computer animated and motion capture film is just Barbie reciting a tale we've heard many times before. Sure, they use some of the classic songs we know from the Nutcracker, but that's what the real stage show is for. Number 4. Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
I'd tell you to put a cork in it, you greedy money grubber. But Grandma shouldn't talk that way.
If you've heard the song, you pretty much know the plot.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer, walking home from our house Christmas Eve.
Grandma gets hit by a reindeer, Santa takes her to the North Pole to help her recover, and an evil cousin tries to take over the family and sue Santa Claus. We guess you have to take a few liberties if you're trying to create a plot around a song. But despite a couple of catchy tunes, including the one about suing St. Nick, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer is a bland story that is quickly forgotten.
Grandpa's gonna sue the pants off of Santa. That's what Grandpa's gonna do. Woo-hoo! Grandpa's gonna sue the pants off of Santa, 'cause Grandma would have wanted him to. Woo!
Number 3. Cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue.
Toto, something tells me we're not in cartoon territory anymore.
There's nothing wrong with informing kids about the effects of drugs, but how you go about it can make or break something like this.
Oh, what's that funny smell? I hate to suggest this, but my guess would be marijuana, an unlawful substance used to experience artificial highs.
In Cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue, Corey discovers her brother has been smoking marijuana and goes on a quest with different cartoon characters like Winnie the Pooh and Bugs Bunny to get him to change his ways.
What's this? A joint? So what's the big attraction? I mean, how did you get started anyway?
I started because I wanted to. What do you care?
It sounds like a good idea on paper, but due to the end result, we have to assume that someone was on something when they actually made this.
Where am I?
Well, you're about to take a trip through the human brain.
thanks to the power of imagination.
Number 2. Christmas Comes to Pac-Land.
Inky, no! You're throwing the power pellets!
And we're munching them!
Many video games got the cartoon treatment in the 80s, and Pac-Man is no exception.
Oh, well, don't worry, Santa. We'll save Christmas for you.
Due to the success of the animated show, it was only a matter of time until Christmas showed up in Pac-Man's hometown.
Packy! What is it?
I don't know, but it's headed this way. Duck!
Brace yourselves, we're going to crash!
In this special, Pac-Man and his friends must save Santa after he crashes and discovers his toys have been stolen.
Don't worry about me. You've got to save Santa's toys.
The cartoon is pretty standard fare with Santa not knowing Pac-Land existed and Pac-Man not knowing about Christmas, and everybody learns a lesson in the end.
You've never heard of Christmas? Why, it's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the season of giving and receiving, a time of peace on earth and goodwill towards man.
And what's the lesson in question? Find a better Christmas special to watch.
Just think of the millions of deserving children around the world who won't get their Christmas presents if you open your mouths instead of your hearts.
Before we reveal our top pick, here are a few honorable, or in this case, dishonorable mentions.
I have to turn in my essay, do some Christmas shopping, and spread joy and happiness to others. Alvin's going to spread joy and happiness?
Dad, no, you don't see. See, these are more than mere socks. They're a place to keep your feet. You got a heel for a heel, you got a toe for a toe. Put them on in the daytime and they're good to go.
Yeah, but that's because you go to Monster High, where you can be yourself, freaky flaws and all. That's why we need to welcome the new students with open arms.
Number 1, He-Man and She-Ra, a Christmas special.
It's a Christmas tree, and it's to celebrate Christmas.
What's Christmas?
Everybody knows what Christmas is.
I don't. When you get lots of presents.
When children become stranded on Eternia, it is up to He-Man and She-Ra not only to protect the children, but also to make sure that they have the perfect Christmas.
I've got an idea. Christmas isn't for several days yet, but the twins' birthday is tomorrow. Why don't we combine their birthday celebration with a big Christmas party?
What at first sounds like the best Christmas special ever quickly falls flat when you realize that it's just another holiday cash-in on an already famous cartoon.
Don't you feel it? Feel that you're a part. Christmas season is a time of your heart.
We expected He-Man and She-Ra to fight bad guys, not to teach us the spirit of Christmas.
Well, I think you're feeling the Christmas spirit, Skeletor. It makes you feel good.
Make them fight a giant robotic Santa created by Skeletor. That's what we want for Christmas.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Skeletor. You saved us. You really are wonderful.
So, do you agree with our list?
It's not a joke! We burst the bubble!
What cartoon specials do you hate the most?
If you got news to tell, what's the dealio, man? Are we starting to sell?
For more entertaining top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Don't leave, Frosty.
Don't worry, kid. I'll be back. Give it some time to find me a new bow tie.